All right, looks like we are good to go. Excellent. We will go ahead and get started here. And some people can join us as we get going. But good morning, everybody. My name is Jamie Chavez. I am the president and CEO of the Westminster Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for joining us today. And every Wednesday, usually on Wednesdays, we do these. We bring you our newest chamber members to introduce them and give them a chance to talk to you about their business. Today, we made an exception. We're doing it on a Monday, and we're welcoming a member that's been around for quite a while, actually, but we never did the live broadcast when you first joined. So we're doing it today. We've got a lot to talk about. So if you're new to our broadcast, thank you for being here. We appreciate it and encourage you to like and follow our page. That way you'll receive notifications for when we go live in the future. If you're on YouTube, you can hit the subscribe button and explore all of our previous broadcasts there as well. Usually on Mondays, we are dedicated to city updates from city councilors, mayor pro tem, mayor, and other city officials. And it is their chance to let you know what's going on down at City Hall. And then if you join us on a couple Fridays out of the month, we feature county commissioners from both Adams and Jefferson counties. So stay tuned to those for broader county matters. And as you watch the broadcast this morning, we encourage you to engage with us, ask any questions, put your comments in the comment box, or simply say hello, and we will get to those during the interview. And now a warm welcome to Jenna McNamara, who is the owner of Rockstar Pole Fitness. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me, Jamie.
Yeah, thank you. We'll just go ahead and get started with maybe an introduction to yourself. Well, and I have to say, because it's blaringly obvious that we have the same backgrounds behind us, and I'm super entertained by that.
Yeah.
Did you paint that yourself, or is it wallpaper, or what's the situation there?
Yeah, so we painted it ourselves the first time, and that was so hard. And then we had they came and did construction, and the painters painted it. And I was like, so much easier. So I will never do that again.
Yeah, I did this myself too because I couldn't find a painter to come do such a small job.
Oh yeah, it's hard, right?
Yeah. So yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, Emilio. Good morning. And also, Dave, good morning. Thank you for joining us today. So yeah, let's just jump in and give us an introduction to yourself, Jenna, and to Rockstar, and to how you started this journey.
Yeah. So my name is Jenna, and I own Rockstar Pole Fitness in Westminster, Colorado. We have been open almost 11 years in August. And we have everything from beginner pole to advanced pole dance. We have like flexibility classes. We have contortion classes. We have twerk. We have dance. We have aerial classes. So we have aerial sling and aerial lyra. And we have a lot of strength-based classes as well. So we have a really awesome boot camp class and sculpt class. So we have a lot of modalities here that we offer, but our most popular is our pole dancing classes, and we have those every day of the week. So we have morning classes and evening classes as well. Yeah, and I got started into it about 20 years ago. I keep saying 20 years for the past like 5 years, so I think it's been a little longer. And, I took my first class here in Broomfield, actually, at the first studio there ever was. And I instantly fell in love with it. And I started instructing shortly after that. And then I decided to open my own studio. So so it's been great. And it's awesome workout, awesome community. And I still fall in love with it more every day. So
yeah. And you've actually been open there in that space for quite a while, right?
Yeah, so we've been open in this space for, I think it's 8 years. Yeah, and then because we started off in Old Town Arvada at a really small space, and we just grew out of it. So, we have actually 3 rooms at the Westminster location. We have a pole room, we have like our aerial room, and then we have a private room with 2 poles in it. So if people want to practice and stuff, they can rent that out as well. So we have 3 rooms here.
Awesome. So maybe tell us like a little bit, maybe get a little bit more into the different classes and the benefits and what people can come and check out.
Yeah. So we'll start with pole. I mean, pole is obviously the most popular, and I think what attracts people to this to start with. So everybody kind of starts off with a pole level 1 class. And what's cool about our studio is it can really be anybody of any background. So it could be someone that's like, an athlete to someone who hasn't worked out in years. Like you could everybody finds success here. So our level 1 start with really basic moves. It's something that no one has really done before, so your body has to get used to it. So there's like 6 or 7 moves that we do in level 1, and we have level cards. So how that works is once you feel comfortable with all the moves, and then you have an instructor mark it off so you can move up in levels. So yeah, we want you to feel really comfy in all the level 1 moves, and we have like a safe progression to the next level. That way it prevents injury and that sort of thing. So we have pole level 1 to pole level 5. That's where things get crazy, but it is cool to see like the progression of people from start to end, or where they're at now, because it really is more than anything like a mental, emotional progression I see in these people, and like their confidence just skyrockets. And that's the coolest thing about teaching, pole is really to see people's self-esteem and confidence build as they keep coming.
Yeah.
So with that, with pole, we also suggest too, like our strength training classes, because it is a lot. And everybody always says, I don't have the arm strength to do pole. And really no one does. Like, you have to come to get the arm strength, and you have to try it. And that's how you build the arm strength. But our other classes like strength and sweat and boot camp, they help build that strength for that too. So a lot of our strength classes help you progress in pole and aerial and stuff as well. So that's pole. The same thing works for like our sling and lyra classes. We have levels for that too. And so those are the aerial classes. And then most of our other classes are all levels. So anybody can take those, like our strength classes, contortion, our floor classes. We have a really great sensual sling class. That's floor work, chair classes. So those are all levels.
Awesome. And I think a lot of times, most people don't think of pole fitness as like an option for fitness. So I think you get, that's, in my opinion, that's like an added bonus to learning something, to a new skill. You also get really strong doing it.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, like, people will come and take a class and, they're like, I had so much fun. And the next day I was so sore, but it didn't feel like a workout because I was having so much fun, but I couldn't like walk the next day, So yeah. That's like the best kind of workout, where it doesn't feel like a workout, but you're having fun and you're excited to come, and then you're getting in the best shape of your life, So
yeah. Do you have an ideal customer or customers that really enjoy this type of workout?
It really is honestly for everybody. I think someone though that like is kind of just bored of going to the gym and wants something fun and something a little bit more expressive, and wants to switch it up a little bit and try something new. Like, that's really, I see them really excel here too. So
awesome. Sounds good. And you just had you had to have a lot of work done on the studio because there was a big water leak. So what happened there? And
yeah. So
back and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's been a hard year so far, but we had a flood in the middle of the night in February, beginning of February, and CrossFit's next door, and they noticed, they called my landlord, and I came, and I thought it was just like a small leak, and it was pouring out of our building. So it was a lot of damage. We were closed for about 2 months. And unfortunately, our insurance didn't cover like loss of income for that time. So we've been rebuilding, and we continue to rebuild, but we're back and running now. And it makes you realize how much we miss like being all together here. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, and what's next for the business? Do you have any new, any other plans for growth or new programs or anything like that?
Yeah, well, we had a teacher training, which was really our first official teacher training last September. And so we're going to have another one. And that's kind of just anybody who wants to become a pole dance instructor. And we spent a lot of time curating that program. So that was really great. So that's going to come up this summer. We also have something cool that's happening this Friday. We do this every year, though. It's our student showcase. It's at the Oriental Theater, and it's so cool. Anybody can come, and I think it's such an awesome thing to see, especially if you're new to the studio or want to come but kind of nervous to come. And you can really see our community, and it's students performing that don't have a ton of experience, and then up to like students that are competing in pole and that sort of thing. So it's really cool to see. If anybody wants to check it out, you can just go to the Oriental Theater website, and you can see our showcase on Friday. So you can get tickets and come to that. So
awesome. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Do you think that people have misconceptions about pole fitness? Maybe if they've never tried it or if they just really don't understand it. And what do you wish that people kind of understood right away about it?
Yeah. Yeah. I think like, because I've been in this business for so long, like I've seen it has become more like mainstream and not so like taboo, you know? But I think like, and we really at Rockstar, we like the sexy, sensual side of things because it's fun, and that's where it came from. So that's the roots of it. So we really stick to that. But I think the biggest thing now is people don't think they can do it, or they're really intimidated, and they don't know what kind of people are going to be in here. And really, it's people like them and everybody else. It's people that just want to try something fun and learn something new and get fit. So
Awesome. Can you walk us through what someone might experience in their first class at Rockstar?
yeah. So if they're coming, well, in any class, they'll come in, we'll show them around. And then for like a typical pole level 1 class, we'll kind of just talk to you about how the class is going to go, the format, and we always start with a warm up. So you always want to bring a mat. We'll start with like a sexy warm up, get everything going, let us know if you have injuries, that sort of thing. And then we learn like for pole specifically, like some sexy ways to get off from the floor, because a lot of times you're ending up being on the ground. So you want to find the flow and getting up sexy. And then we'll start to learn some pole moves. So we'll go into basic positions, even just walking around the pole, getting used to the pole, getting used to like taking up space too. And it is a little bit intimidating too, because we have a lot of mirrors in our studio. So, you know, it's at first you're like, oh gosh, that's a lot. Like, especially if you have some body image issues and that sort of thing. But that kind of goes away in time, and you realize no one cares what I'm doing, or they're not looking at me or my body. So we'll do some pole tricks, some pole moves. At the end, we always end with a free dance. So we'll turn up some music, and you can put together stuff you learn in class, dance, and then we'll do a little cool down at the end. So
awesome. Well, I've been in there a couple times, most recently when you did your grand opening and you had a big event that day. And the people that are in there are all shapes and sizes. And I can see, you know, having some insecurities there, but it really is like a very welcoming environment to every type of body. So
yeah, it totally is. Yeah. And I always tell people just come to class, because you'll just see all ages, like really all ages, and shapes and sizes, and you know, everybody. We have our progression set and our level set that you can safely move up into levels, you know. So yeah. It's a great community, and it's very welcoming. And you know, I haven't found like another fitness place where people really cheer you on, and there's no competitiveness here. And it's really like, if you get something, your classmates, your teacher, we're all cheering for you. And it's just an awesome community. And you know, our students have met their best friends here in classes. So it really is a great place.
Awesome. Yeah, it seems like pole fitness is as much about empowerment as it is about exercise. Yeah. So do you have any, like, what kinds of transformations mentally, physically, emotionally do you see most often in your clients?
Yeah, I mean, you know, one of my students, she said it was okay to share the story, but she, you know, a lot of people are coming out of like abusive past relationships, or maybe it's eating disorders and that sort of thing. And it really is like they get their power back when they come in here, and they start to like, once they get like that pole move, because it turns into like not what your body looks like, but what it can do. And I think that's really empowering to a lot of people. And just to start to see that transformation like day after day of then looking in the mirror and being like, okay, like I love myself. I look what my body can do. Look what I can do on the pole. And just to see their confidence skyrocket is just like, is cool from where they started. You know, it's my favorite thing. So yeah.
Yeah. So this is kind of in the same vein, have you seen your studio be able to create community, especially among women that are looking for more confidence and connection?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I think it's like Rockstar, we start off very small, and just to see it grow to like I said, like they met their best friends here, and they had kind of built their own little community. And so we do stuff outside of the studio, and it really is just, we have each other's back, so it's a cool thing to see.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So can you share, do you have like a recent story that you could give, like, this is why I do this moment, like someone's in your studio and they're just having a real, like, this is exactly why I come here. Do you have any stories like that you can share with us?
Yeah. I mean, I have over the years, I have so many, but I think, recently there's been, so there's a ton of like pole competitions that happen. People don't know about that. There's a lot of them. And so, to see, so one of my girls just competed recently, and she messaged me and she's like, do you remember when I first started and I came in there and I was shy and I was wearing like, long pants and, and now, because eventually, as you get higher up in pole, you have to wear less and less clothing because you need your skin to actually grip onto the pole. But so she messaged me, she, just thank you. You were my first pole dance instructor. And now she like just won her first competition. And so just from where she started, it's just like that transformation is crazy. So
awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So amazing.
So, what kind of workout is it? Like, is it, what's going to happen? What would somebody be looking for to get a good benefit from pole fitness?
Yeah, so it really is a full body workout. As you progress in levels, it'll be like kind of different parts of your body. But really, I think like the biggest thing is when people are first starting out, their arms, their shoulders, their lats, like that's what's really sore on them because you're learning to kind of lift your body weight up with your shoulders. It's also like core control, so a lot of core. And then, if you want to practice with heels, we have a lot of heel classes as well. And heels are their own apparatus themselves. So it's like, building the leg muscles, the calf muscles. So it's, pole level 1 is really, you're going to get the upper body strength, core strength, and then also, your legs as you progress and wearing heels. And then once you start to climb and that sort of thing, it really becomes like a full body workout. So
awesome. And can people that have like no dance background or flexibility start from scratch there?
Yes. Yes. People always say, I don't have flexibility. I can't do it. I don't have any upper body strength. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, you should have seen me before. I couldn't do my splits. Like, all I've ever done is pole. And people ask me a lot. I did do like a bodybuilding competition after I started pole, and pole is still harder than that, by the way. But for me anyway. Yeah, it's really, yeah, anybody can do it. Like, anybody can do it because we're going to give you the tools. And as you come to classes, you're going to build the strength, and we have the flexibility classes. So, I mean, that's why you come, is so you can get better in those things. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's like your favorite thing to teach? Or do you have like a favorite move that you love to teach that like everyone cheers when they finally get it? Or
yeah, there's in pole level 1 specifically, there's something called the back hook spin, and it's like a crowd pleaser, and it looks really cool, and you fall backwards into it. And so every time I teach newbies, they're like, whoa, so when they do it, it's a commitment move. And I think that's why I like to teach it, because there's a lot of components, but really you have to start to trust yourself and trust the pole, and you have to commit to it, because if you commit and get the momentum, that's going to make the move easier. So it really is one of those commitment moves that once you do it, you're like, okay, like it wasn't that bad, so back hook spin is what it's called.
Awesome. And what would you say to someone that's hesitant to come in because they're shy or out of shape or just kind of nervous?
Yeah, I would say you just have to walk through the doors, because that's the scariest part, is just walking through the doors. Have a friend come with you if you can. If not, like I went by myself my first class, like come by yourself, call me. I'll walk you through it. It really is like, once you come through the doors, you're like, oh, this is like fun and everybody's nice, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any like events or specials or intro offers that people should know about?
Yeah, so we have an awesome intro special. It's 2 weeks unlimited for $59. So you come to any classes that you want, as long as they're all levels, for 2 weeks, and it's only $59. From then on, we have our most popular is our unlimited pricing, which is $169 a month, and we do a promo for that too if you're new as well. Yeah, and then obviously our event I already talked about on Friday. It's really cool to see. So
yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to come just like peek in on a typical class, what are they likely to hear? Is it going to be like laughter, cheers, music, talking? What's the vibe?
All of those. Yes. Yeah. So I think, it's loud. We like it loud in here. We like to play the music loud. So fun music that we can dance to. And then you'll hear, people talking, cheering each other on. All those things.
Awesome. Do you have like a particular song that just gets everyone really fired up that they get pumped about?
Oh, I'm so bad with names of songs. Like I have my playlists. I'm trying to think here. Oh, I don't know. Like for me, it's like maybe what's that? Like the old stripper style, like the Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me. Like
Sure.
Old school. Like everybody's like, okay, we can dance to this.
Okay. Do people practice in heels? Like how long does that transition take? Is it better to practice barefoot? Like what do you recommend for people there?
Yeah. So I always say start barefoot. You want to kind of feel how you feel in space and how you move around the pole without adding in a whole other apparatus with it. And then, once you start feeling comfortable with pole level 1 and all those moves, you can try getting some heels, and you want to get the platform ones to start with, and maybe start smaller always. So like 6 or 7 inches to start. And then we have actual like heel classes. So you can learn how to move in those heels, because it's a whole other thing. There's competitions even that are just set on like heel style and that movement. Because in a way it's kind of like ballet, dancers and because they're dancing in their ballet heel. So it's a lot like that, learning to dance like on the box of your heel and that sort of thing. So yeah, starting barefoot, and then, we can guide you to where to get your heels and that sort of thing. And then I would take heel classes too, but heels are always fun. It always was fun with them.
Do you compete?
I have. Yeah, I don't anymore, but I have.
Okay, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna link your website in the chat. Yeah. Is there anything else that we have not talked about that you would like people to know about Rockstar Pole Fitness?
I don't think so. I think if you're just looking for something new and fun, and you're sick of the gym or the treadmill, come on in, and you have a great community here.
Awesome. Well, I have your website linked in the comments, and so people can know how to get a hold of you. And thanks for everyone that joined today. Mayor McNally, thank you for joining, and Eric, thank you. And well, we have a few extra minutes if there is anything else you'd like to talk about. Otherwise, we'll give you your day back.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right. Well, sounds good. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Jamie.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.